Imagine yourself walking down a narrow English street. There are brick houses, well-kept courtyards, peace and quiet all around. This is Tettenhall, a small cozy village within the city of Wolverhampton. Yeah, time seems to move several times slower. Here, residents know their neighbors by name and in the evening meet for a walk in the park or at their favorite restaurant. It has that famous English countryside vibe. And at the center of all this is Tettenhall College, a traditional British school which seems to have come straight out of an English novel. In today's episode, I'm heading outside of London to introduce you to a truly traditional 19th century British school. This is just a small castle. Indeed. Looks like a small castle.
We have a traditional uniform here from the age of 2 up to 16.
The uniform? It's different for kids of different ages. These are girls' hats. There are several full-size fields here, a rugby field, a cricket field. They're all outdoor, there is also an indoor one. Speakers from various industries are invited so that graduates who have achieved success share their ideas with the students. I'm approaching the school campus. What's inside? Old Victorian buildings, stone arches, towers, huge windows. It seems that, like in Harry Potter, a professor will come out, wave his cloak and conduct another magic lesson. And today we're lucky to go to some of these lessons. Tettenhall College was founded in 1863, and you can feel the past in its every little detail. The oak doors, creaking parquet floors, spiral staircases, long corridors with libraries, and a view of the endless green park. It's that spirit of British tradition that many international students expect from a private school. History, prestige, tranquility, and seclusion. But at the same time, modern equipment, classrooms with glass walls, and studios and labs where students work on their projects. A balance of old and modern schools. This is the first building that we see after we drive through the entrance gates over there, and this is where we arrive at. This building is where the headmaster's office is, as well as the reception desk, which is what it says right here. Headmaster's office, reception. Welcome to Tettenhall College. Well, you enter, and here is what they call a fisheye, a room for meetings. Look how it's made.
This is the artwork of the students, or some students?
Yeah, so this was actually made by a girl from Romania.
Yeah.
She graduated about 3 years ago, and people are always asking to buy them,
But
we always turn them down.
This one is for what subject she was on?
Art and design.
Art and design,
yes.
Both are really cool. The ones at the bottom remind me of the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? And look at this picture. It has depth. It's like in 3D. Another cool work.
We are a vibrant day and boarding school in the heart of England. One of the things that is very important to us is that every single child who comes here is stretched to the best of their ability. Students here are not just part of the school, they're also part of the Tettenhall community, and that's very important to us. Many might worry about their level of English if they're coming from overseas, but we have an excellent EAL, English as an Additional Language department, to support any students coming from a background where English is not their first language. Many do come from overseas, having studied in different curriculums. Our teachers are very expert in ensuring that they can provide the background information and quality of education necessary to onboard you onto a new course that you've maybe never studied before. And it's the same with many others. As part of our application process, you will do an English test and be assessed. This is so that we can actually get to know you earlier in the process and to make sure that we are onboarding you on the right courses for you and that you can really survive and thrive and enjoy those. Some of our students come to us for one term as a taster, and even for immersions with a smaller group where they can actually get to experience the UK curriculum and culture. And in actual fact, what we often find is that many of those students choose to stay on and complete their GCSEs and their A-levels with us. We have a traditional uniform here from the age of 2 up to 16. For me, it's really important that students here wear a uniform up to the age of 16 because it is not just part of our tradition, it's also part of our culture. It creates a great sense of community and equality throughout the school, where students are participating in something that is greater than the sum of its parts. They're part of something that sustains them and nurtures them. As well as our uniform, there is the Tettenhall College sports kit, which all of our students will wear when they're competing and training. Tettenhall College has a rich history, and this is symbolised in our college crest, where you actually see so the symbol of Staffordshire and also the Battle of Tettenhall, which happened at the start of the 10th century. So all of these things combine in a modern curriculum setting to actually reflect the fact that we are a traditional school, but outward looking and ambitious in the modern era.
We are at the school store. Now we'll show you, first of all, what a school store with its own uniform looks like. This is the English style, isn't it? The sofas and the table is so cool. A coat of arms, historical paintings, Tettenhall College, founded in 1863. We've learned by now that a uniform means history. T-shirts of different colors. Let me show you some more uniforms. Here's one. There are different uniforms for kids of different ages. Here's an example. Here are girls' skirts. They remind me of the Scottish kind of skirts. Backpacks, hoodies, hats, water bottles, socks, and what's not. Here are some hats. These are girls' hats. Historical cups, by the way. Bears, they're a must. Caps for guys, also a must. They also have their own sportswear, sweatpants, t-shirts, and everything. Tettenhall College is located on a large green area, quite safe and virtually isolated from the city noise. The campus has football fields stretching in both directions. You can hear birds in the nearby forest. Between classes, students walk or chat on benches, play different games. In the evening, the boarding school offers cinema, sports, art and cooking classes. Everything the real British boarding school should have: socializing, friendship, and its own special sense of family. We're going to the fields, sports hall that's over there. Oh no, it's here. And in this direction are the playing fields and the cricket pavilion. See, it says woods open. These huge trees are like gates and we enter the forest through them. There is a forest area behind the school grounds and in front of it too. It looks more like an English village. They said it's all part of the Wolverhampton region. Some more signs and we're going down to the fields. The sports fields, to give you an idea of what they look like, we've walked through the forest there. Here we are surrounded by the forest on all sides. This field here is for cricket. Further on, there is a rugby field. The sun is on that side, it might be hard to see. And even further on is a football field. This is the football field. There are several large full-size football fields here. A rugby field, a cricket field. Those are outdoor fields. There is also an indoor one. They also have hockey, but field hockey on the grass. By the way, why is rugby popular among international students? As Ed tells me that this is because rugby has a lower entry point than that of football. That is, to play football, you have to be at a certain skill level, while rugby requires a lower level to start. You just need to run, you can use your hands and your legs. They say guys start playing rugby with zero experience and gradually level up.
And where you come from?
I come from England,
But whereabouts?
Birmingham way.
Why are you bored? You don't going? You're not going back home to Birmingham. You're staying here. Yeah?
Because I do swimming and lots of sports, so I can go to swimming in the morning that's on site, and then I can get picked up and go to another club which is near here as well.
And what are your sports in here, and what you can?
So I do rugby, fencing, football, shooting, running, biking, and swimming.
And which is the best for you? Football? Soccer?
No, rugby.
Rugby?
Yeah, and then I also do pentathlon for Team GB. So I've just been out to Antalya, Turkey, and competed in European Championships.
But the sports facilities don't end there. We are now at the indoor area. Here you can see guys playing squash. Next up are basketball courts.
Thank you. Cheers.
Love, desire, and passion to now being a nun and not having all these things anymore. They were in a long-term relationship before he decided to end it and leave her and her. The poem is centered around the life of Sir Louis de la Miséricorde. Rossetti's speaker, he is a very deliberate character, creating a persona. Days are over now, and what is the reason she cannot be desired anymore and cannot desire anyone else. 3, she is describing how she misses her old life and always thinks about it. It's English literature, which means like we do poems, we do books, readings, and everything about that. English literature is really good for my language, so I can learn a couple more like advanced vocabulary, and it's really helpful because I really like it. Because the class is more like a discussion, because every time we talk about something, it's more about what other people think, what the teacher thinks. It's more like open conversation, so everyone can talk about it.
Most of my students will go on to Russell Group and G5 universities, but also we've supported many students who wish to go to the US to study, and increasingly Europe. Most of my students will go on to study in UK curriculum overseas courses in the English language. However, we also have a vibrant modern foreign languages department here at TC, and so whether you're studying French or Spanish, Latin or even Mandarin, you will actually have a firm base in those languages if you choose. And that then opens up the world to what you want to study next in terms of the ability to travel more widely.
I asked Dad what is the oldest building here on the school grounds. The school, of course, was built in the 19th century, but this was not the first building. Originally, it was the residence of the first headmaster. And now, those buildings that look like a castle to me were the first buildings, a residence, which has now been converted, and they're called towers now. It's basically a small castle. It really does look like a small castle. It's a pretty large building. Here's, by the way, a sign that says its name. Towers. An old-fashioned bell. Don't know if it's actually back from those days. And how do you use this building right now?
We have the theatre and the library in here.
Well, I think right now we'd probably need a key. I'm really excited because I'm a fan of those old-fashioned houses. Let's take a look. Wow, that's nice.
That's the previous headmasters there.
On this wall we have all the former heads of the school. Oh, that's a nice table from back then. And that's me in the mirror. Yeah, I can feel the spirit of history here. The floor is creaking. I suppose it's also back from that time. I don't think it was never updated, but it does creak as I walk. I just want to walk and show you this building and what it has and what it's like. We're in the Memorial Library. It has things ranging from cups to photos and stories and a lot of other things. As we keep walking on the creaking floor, we enter a room that is both a library and a theater, with different zones where you can sit, you can read, a reception area, some more sofas, nice windows, and an exit to the garden, then the books. Let's keep going. Very cool. Another place you can sit, in addition to back there. Look at the view and the windows they have preserved. I don't know how to use it, so I'll stop yanking it. After we pass through all this, we enter the theater, where a lecture is taking place now. So I'll not be speaking there, just recording.
Another clients we dealt with, BIC, we do loads of BIC, Sony, Nintendo, Harrods, Selfridges, all these companies we are producing the packaging. A group of 9 companies together, all who bought corrugated materials. Critical mass, the volume required to make an investment in a factory like that, to supply some of the bigger companies that we were courting at the time. How did it give us, it didn't really, by buying it on the market, we struggled to give what they were demanding.
The lecture that is taking place at the hall, or the theater as they call it, is by graduate of Tettenhall, who is now a successful businessman. It was a part of a conference on students' career prospects. Their company works with organizations all across the UK. He talked to students about investment, how their company developed, and so on. They have such lectures on a regular basis, inviting speakers from different industries, successful former graduates and so on, so that they shared their ideas with the students.